Baby time. Forgot to turn off the auto pay sub for 9 months. Let's hope they don't realize. Baby time.
Hello. Thank you for the resub. Sorry for the longer than normal starting screen. I don't know how long's it been running. 5 minutes now? 6 minutes? Let's get my water. Making sure the house is all clean. Okie doke. We'll just pause the music. No more music. All right. There I am. I got a heart rate ready to go. A little bit more warmth for my lighting. 1 minute. My light's falling. There we are. All right. All I've done was launch the game to the warning screen. That's about it. So I don't know. I don't know anything else. I've just seen this screen that's currently on. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. I do know that there may be trigger warnings for violence and suicide and all that fun stuff. I mean, I wouldn't say it's fun, but you know what I mean. All right, let's mess with my graphics or the settings here. I need to turn my VSync on, set everything to max. You know, gotta put this graphics card to work today. I don't know what any of these are. Flickering images, we'll leave them on. Boil effect, sure. Does this still run? It does. All right, good. All right. Also, I shrunk my photo a little bit on stream. If I need to move my webcam, I will in a little bit. I just don't know where it should be at. Let me know if the game's too loud or too quiet, or if I'm too loud over the game audio. It looks like it is a little quiet. We'll turn it up just a bit. It's because this music is pretty. All right. My heart rate's all excited because I was running around the house prior to this. I do apologize. All right. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path.
Oh,
in the
yes.
woods,
I don't have to read.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Ooh, look at that. I can move my mouse.
You're here to slay her.
I'm here to kill her.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Say less. The end of the world, what are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing? Oh my goodness, so many options. Killing a princess doesn't seems kind of bad, that doesn't it? Can someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Oh sweet, thanks for telling me what to do. I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution. Silently continue to the cabin, turn around and leave.
Seriously?
Yep.
You're just going to turn around and leave?
Yeah, I don't want to kill her.
You don't even know where you're going.
Home. Okay, fine. You're persistent. I'll go to the cabin and I'll slay the princess. Ugh. My cat's knocking at the door already. Jesus Christ! I've been here for 30 seconds, Apollo. Roomba. Oh, the Roomba. What do you need?
I need my,
You Rob? That was Apollo.
no, it's
You hanging out with me? She's staying here now. No, but you're with me now. It was my wife, not the cat. What's the difference? Anyways. Okay, fine, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to the princess. Maybe I'll slay her. Maybe I won't. I guess we'll see. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going. Nope. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going, the cabin. I'm not going to the cabin. I'm actually okay with the world ending. I relish with coming of a new dawn beyond our own. I'm gonna go walk the opposite direction now.
There won't be a new dawn if the world ends. There'll just be nothing forever.
Maybe that's what I want.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Hold on, there's dog slobber on my glasses. Because somebody decided to lick me. Nova? Can't see her, but she's behind me. Turn my camera a little bit. Oh, there she is. There she is. There's a dog. Look at the baby. Hold on. There she is. Alright. Sorry.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange.
Yeah, what am I doing
Looks
here?
like this path also leads to the cabin.
I don't want to be here.
Everything's back on track again.
I wanna go
Everyone
home.
Can still be saved after all.
Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
I'm okay with that. I don't care. I'm not killing a princess. Good. Maybe everyone should die. It's what they all get for dumping me in the woods and asking for me to kill someone for them. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this. Quietly continue down the path.
Silence is deafening.
Yeah, bitch.
But fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
There's no fighting this, is there? I have to go into the cabin, don't I? Fine. Oh yeah, well I guess I start walking in a different direction again. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place. We'll go into the cabin.
Always a choice.
Don't worry.
But let me tell you right
This time.
now that you're making the correct decision for pretty much everyone.
Okay.
You can't just go through with this and listen to him. She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Maybe this woman sucks. Maybe that's the issue.
The interior of the cabin
Oh,
is
there's a
almost
dagger.
entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. It'll be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world.
Nah, I don't know about that. Oh, well, there's a dagger in my cursor now. That's cool. Or if I just walk down here and just stab her and the game ends.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi!
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Don't be seductive like that, lady.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Kind of. I'm just here to talk. Haven't decided yet. Nuh-uh. Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. What? No way. Why would you even think that? I'm just gonna say, I'm here. I haven't decided yet. How about
I
that?
thought you dropped the knife, and the two of us just talk.
I hate to break it to you, but that is as loud as it gets. Let me check my actual audio levels. 1 second. It's at 100%. I could turn myself down. Yeah, dude, I can't turn this up any louder than it already is. Let me try amplifying the audio. Does that make it louder? No, I don't think it did. Let's yeah, great. No, this is as loud as the game gets. I can just turn my gain down and just make it a quiet stream. Here, I'll turn my gain down a little bit. There we go. I mean, there we go. Is that better? I could just put the microphone further away. Let me try one more thing real fast. I'll put a filter on it, see if I can fix this. There we go. Put my microphone back to where it needs to be. 1 second. There we go. Alright, let me know if the game is still too quiet or if it needs to go even more. Alright, back to what we're doing.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine.
Hello,
we
Nigel.
can decide what we want to
Nigel,
do
sorry, I
after
can't
we
read.
talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I want to hear her out. I'm going to just drop the knife.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
You can't see her narration into this.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
We'll be fine.
She got some big eyes.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor.
This game is
We're going
Slay
to
the
need it.
Princess. Basically just a text game. Where it's kind of like psychological horror.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Relationship? Woman, I'm here to kill you. Yeah, basically the game is you're here and you've been tasked with killing this princess, but you don't really know why. Yeah, it's a pretty awkward. A relationship. Are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Let's talk about that. No. I know what I've been told. Whether or not I believe it is entirely a different matter. I agree.
So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
What's her name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness. Or Her Majesty.
I'm 28.
Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Too long.
Again, she offers
She's
no
very
specifics.
short with her
No matter
answers.
How hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
It's because she got trust issues. I don't blame her. She's chained up.
You can't. Don't bother.
Oh, that made her sad looking. She knows she's not allowed to get out of here.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
She was a little
Don't
flirty.
jump
Let's see what
to
this.
weird
Let's see what that flirting
conclusions.
was
We're
about.
two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship. Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I could just kill her right now. I'm gonna keep you locked away down here for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Keep her locked up.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here.
Oh, it's like the narrator
You
just
can
said
make
that.
it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
She looks kind of mean, dude.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one. I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't.
Oh, you can't see my
No one wins
answers.
here.
Hold on, let me, we'll move. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. Just listen to her voice. You can see my choices.
It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this
Yeah,
work.
maybe
if
we can
we
do
just
this.
stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice?
Hello,
I
Hunter.
don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
Oh, she seems a little evil. Do we leave her down here? Or do we turn back around and figure some decisions out? I want to turn her back around. I'm turning back around.
It's never too late to do the right thing. Now hurry. You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand.
Ooh,
You've
she
already
looks-
lost the battle. She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single
Dude, she's a warrior.
We shouldn't have hesitated. But she doesn't stop there. She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones, making sure you
She's
stay
breaking
down.
my limbs, dude.
As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. As you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
I already lost, dude. Look at that.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out of your lungs. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark,
Oh,
and you die.
I died already. Oh, chapter what? Chapter 2. Uh-oh. There's more.
You're
I didn't
on a
just
path
die.
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin,
So this
is
is
a
chapter 2, but it's starting like
princess.
chapter 1. Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? No, but I died. What am I doing here? She's going to kill me again.
A
Deja
terrible
vu.
sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first
Being
time either
gaslit?
of us have been here.
He's gaslighting me?
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Or does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again.
I don't think she's as evil as people think she is.
She is
I can
not
fix
going
her.
to kill you unless you let her.
I could fix her.
But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
We'll just go to the cab. Nah, dude, she ain't killing me again.
A warning.
I can
Before you
fix
go
her. We're gonna become best friends.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable
Voices
of
of the
doing anything in
Broken.
this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
So the voice of the broken didn't speak at all chapter 1. I'm wondering if it's because I've already died, so this is my psyche that's kind of just giving up on it.
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
Alright.
If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
This dude is sad. So we already know she.
The
Oh,
interior
this
of
is
the
a completely
cabin is
different building.
larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest.
Okay.
The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar
with a pristine blade
knife way up
perched
here.
on its edge.
I can guarantee you if I climb that ladder, it's gonna somehow fall on
The
me.
blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. Oh, yeah.
That's because there isn't a mirror.
Bullshit.
There's the
What's
altar,
this?
The blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
This is a pillar, not an altar.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? We're all going to die anyway. And I'm sure that if we looked in there, we'd just see something sad and miserable looking back at us. We don't need any reminders of what we are. It would only make things worse.
This dude's
For
sad,
the
dude.
last time, you're not going to die unless you let it happen. And luckily for you, there isn't a mirror, so no one needs to worry about confronting a grisly visage any time in the near future.
I'm approaching that mirror.
Though, for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. You probably look perfectly normal.
All the more reason to go look.
Probably. Do you not know what we look like? He knows. He just doesn't have the heart to tell us.
I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. Oh yeah, we're going to it.
I'd rather the princess kill us again than see how dreadful we are. I care less about what we look like and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from
Yeah,
us?
maybe the narrator's bad boy.
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
We're gonna approach the mirror. Let's take a peek.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Oh, what's up with the
Reach
Oh, there was
forward
no
and
mirror.
Rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
I'm afraid if I take this blade, it's just gonna land on me, but we'll do it. We'll check the precarious.
Take the
Oh,
blade from the
didn't-
altar.
It didn't matter.
It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Alrighty. We go talk to the princess, but this time we're gonna
The
pledge
door to
ourselves
the
to her.
basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Oh, whoa.
You weren't
Chill out,
kidding.
dude, I'm
You said it was
streaming.
Booming.
You can't be
She
talking
wasn't
like
this
that.
last time. We
Hold
need
on,
get
I need to
down
turn
there.
streamer mode on
She
Discord.
wants us to see her. We need to see her.
Let me turn streamer mode on real fast. One second. What's going on over here? Let me, I cannot interact with my settings. Alright, no more stream noises, or Discord noises. My apologies.
Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the
Dude's very
decisions.
indecisive. Can't
Though
make,
if
keep
his
up, he
ramblings
can't make up
get
his
you to the
mind.
princess, they get you to the princess. Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the
That's
next.
kind of how stairs work, yeah.
But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess
Whoa!
towers over you, almost glowing
She's
in the weak
floating.
starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
You can't tell me what to do.
As if on command, the blade slips
Oh.
from your grasp. It clatters.
Couldn't do anything
uselessly
about
to
it.
the
I just
floor.
dropped it
We
anyways.
didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade. Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel. Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Your legs buckle, and your knees hit
Oh,
the
she made me-
floor.
oh.
That's my good little bird.
Can you stop this?
No.
She's
Why
being.
don't we
I
talk?
don't like this.
The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs.
Adam, shut up.
I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me.
Oh, so I made her a demigod by telling her that she's destined to destroy the world.
The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
I want to be called Little Bird. That's a
Well, that
good
gives away the
nickname.
game, doesn't it?
I'm a little bird
It
now.
certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson. You are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she? Then you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it? He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her? Okay, first things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
Okay. What would you have me do? What do you have planned? Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want to be. I have questions for you before I decide to do anything. What happened to you after I died? I'm not going to help you end the world. I don't care if someone new comes out. If something new comes after, I just can't let you do that. I'm yours to command. I kind of want to pledge myself to her and just see what happens, but I think these explore options allow me to come back to these ultimatum right here. So let's do some talking real fast.
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
She can't get out of these chains. Well, I don't know what's going on over here. The Roomba is just crashing into my door. If you're so powerful, can't you just break the chains yourself?
Don't be rude. Of course she can. It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world. That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
This dude is really quiet.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do.
She can't break them fucking chains. I can break these cuffs!
The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world.
Nick, you're not missing out on much. I've already died once, which is the voice of the broken that you might see once in a while.
And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want to be. I want to know what happened then after I died.
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird.
Okay, jeez, I'm sorry.
There's an empty place at my side for you to fill.
Oh, she wants me to be her little simp.
But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps. Or a pet.
A pet? You think I am a dog? I ain't howling. Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you have to.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
I'm pledging.
Your will was
Yes,
so
Mommy. I'm joining the
easily
Yes, Mommy team.
broken. Am I that magnificent?
Yeah.
All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say.
No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
Narrator sucks.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong, trying to conceal you from me. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small
Oh,
one,
she's just advancing
aren't you?
text on her own now.
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
I just killed the narrator. Oh no.
Rise, my little bird.
Or maybe he just lost it. Maybe he just busted a fat one.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
She's playing narrator now. Okay.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? All we have is a blade.
All you need to do is believe it's been done.
And what if I don't believe? What happens then? Did he bust it?
You poor, wretched little thing. You already do believe. You've always believed. All you have to do is open the last door to your heart. It's easy. And once you let her in, you'll be safe and free forever.
Please, don't do this.
Oh, now the voice they hear doesn't even want to do it. Break her chains. I'm doing it.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
I like how her narration and the actual narrator say different things sometimes.
What a good
Oh!
disciple you are.
Stand up, lady.
Come. It's time for us to leave.
Get out of my face.
Nothing. And then everything.
We're taking her hand. Whoa! Did she just come? What happened? but you did not take her hand. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone.
That mirror.
Where does she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her. I think the narrator is gone. I think I'm supposed to look in the mirror.
He is. Does that mean the world ended? Figures the world would end and leave us with all this nothing. There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. I don't want to look at us.
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her.
Right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. I feel anxious. Does anyone else feel anxious? I'm begging you, don't do this.
The mirror's never scared you
It's different
before.
now. It feels, I don't know, final.
You approach the mirror, gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's me! There I am. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. There ain't no cabins around here. Oh! There she is.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Oh man, so many options. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me.
What do you mean
We
by
are
that?
oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart. Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
True. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
They are what? That they exist? Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Are you the princess? I don't think she's the
She
princess.
is part of me, and part of me is her.
But you were always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Let her out.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt. Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Is this woman absorbing people? Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? How much will I forget? How many more pieces of you do I have to find? And what if I don't let you do this to me? I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do? Make me forget. Oh no, she's scared.
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How many more pieces are left?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home. You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
How much will I forget? And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Like Dark Souls. Hollow.
Everything, until we meet again.
Alright, we're forgetting.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
I think we're starting over from chapter 1 now.
You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. Oh, well. God damn it. Hey, chapter 1! The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't,
It'll be
it
the
will
end
be
of the world.
End of the world.
I'm aware. Note, you can previously skip scene dialogue by hitting tab on your keyboard or R1 on your controller. I don't want to do that. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. We've already seen all these options. We'll ask if I get some... No, you know what? Let's silently continue to the cabin. We understand
You make your way up the short path to the
more
cabin.
now.
You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Let's go inside.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air
We're
is
gonna work
stale
with her.
and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in
And
a
we're not going
fine
to tell her
layer
that
of
she's
dust.
destined to destroy the
The
world.
only furniture of note is a plain wooden table.
We're just going to play hero.
Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
We're not going to take the knife with us.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Completely different voice.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you
Different
only have to
line,
hear
too.
once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I'm here to save you. Or I can lie and say I'm here to save you. We'll play the quiet game for right
Good.
now.
You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Yeah, I think it might be
begging you
like
to
a
stay
different
focused.
part of her
I'm not
psyche.
riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Let's talk.
Okay.
Oh, she's like got a different demeanor about her. She looks like sad, like tired, but happy or like relieved. If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
I'm just concerned about your health.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly
I
relevant.
wouldn't say it's irrelevant.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
I'm gonna ask her name again and see what her response is.
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title?
I'm just trying to.
What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
So Princess is your name, huh? Oh, she doesn't want to respond.
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
Oh, I kind of want to tell her that I was sent here to slay her and that she's supposed to destroy the world. I don't know if she's manipulating me or if this is just like sincerity. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason.
Do you have a
I-
reason?
Don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
What are you gonna do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter. It's not like you'd believe me.
Well, now hold on. Maybe I will. I want to hear you out. I'm telling her. she just got really sad when I told her that I was sent to slay her. She didn't even respond. She just looks like devastated. But I don't think you're actually dangerous, but I wanted to see for myself. I'm still not sure what to believe. I'm starting to think it's true. There's something about you that doesn't feel right. I don't know what to believe, but I don't want to tell her that. I don't think she's dangerous.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
Why would I tell you that? Why would I tell you that? No, but I'm sure they have the reasons for keeping the information secret from me. I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. Let's let her play into the game.
If that's what you're getting at.
I believe her.
Dude, she's giving me those puppy dog
She
eyes.
doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
I wonder if she destroys the world just by simply not returning to that entity that we met when I died.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that, and I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
I don't trust it either.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about. Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
I have a feeling getting her, like, releasing her is, like, not... I mean, I guess there's no good ending or bad ending, there's just endings. And they're all up to debate on if it was a good ending or not. Decisions. These decisions are all well thought out. I won't kill you, but I can't just set you free. It's too risky. What if I just stayed for a while and just kept you company? Maybe then everyone could be happy. This is just keeping her locked away, like I did the first time. This is just going back to get the blade to kill her. Just quietly going upstairs to get the blade and killing her. Letting her out, and then being pretentious about letting her out. Hello, Athena. My other dog has arrived. I'm gonna let her out.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
I don't think I am.
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Nope.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas? Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there, and if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free. I want to ask her if she has any ideas.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She wants me to cut her hand off.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock.
I'm locked in the basement.
Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
The music has stopped. Oh no.
She barely
Oh my
hesitates before
God!
raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. I'm not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
She's crazy. She's crazy.
Or
She's
we could
freaking
use it
crazy.
to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
I'm freeing her. I'm saving the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain.
The blood in her
binding
mouth.
to this place.
Oh, look at the tendon. Oh, the dagger's bloody. The cursor's bloody.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp.
Stop!
And it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole
Dude.
ordeal.
She's crazy.
No, she didn't.
She's crazy.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets
dripping.
yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
Oh, you can't see it there. It's dripping down there.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
What is your deal, woman?
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape.
The narrator's gonna get me.
As the
No!
princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the
No,
blade.
don't kill her! She just chopped her hand off. Don't kill her
Wait,
now.
This isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
No!
What are you doing?
No! No! Warn her. Just kill me. Kill me instead.
Stop that.
Just kill me. Kill me instead.
Something's come over you, hasn't it?
Woman, you just ate your arm off and
No,
something
you
come
don't
over
have
me?
to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against
Just kill
the
me.
wall before
Kill
the
me.
blade has
Kill
a chance
me.
to connect.
Kill me instead.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive. The blade. Move the blade. As your
My
body
arm's guarded,
remains
she's missing
frozen
half
in
of hers,
stubborn
dude.
Resistance. The princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
I'm so sorry.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands.
Just kill me.
What are you doing?
Kill me instead.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'll try to be
Put me
quiet.
down.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again
and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
Just kill me already.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
I feel terrible.
With
And I didn't
one
even kill
last
her.
thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
Is that a cat? My cat has arrived.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Alright. Dead
You're on a
again
path
for the
in
third
the
time,
woods.
I think.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
No way.
You're here to slay her.
Oh no, and if I
If
don't...
you don't, it will be the end of the world.
okay, alright, making sure. Oh, you bastard, you're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
So a new voice has arisen.
Our
smitten.
beloved.
I was in love with her. I was on
Yes,
mommy.
you'll have to
I was
be
on board with
very
mommy.
sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. Sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
Hey, I wouldn't do that.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
I agree. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? We'll just proceed to the cabin.
A warning. Before you
Yes. She'll deceive me and lie to
will
me
lie,
and cheat. Blah
she
blah
will
blah
cheat,
blah blah.
and she will
Don't
do
believe a word she
everything in her
says.
power to stop you from slaying her.
Don't believe a word she says.
Don't believe a word she says.
Or believe them all
We
because
already told you we're not
Oh,
playing
she might be
along
different
with
this
your
time.
little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
things aren't going to be the same in there.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Hold on, fix my watch real quick. It's really tight.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Honey, I'm home.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant. Its
Clean and
stone walls
elegant?
draped in fine threaded tapestries. A
in a
prison
castle
befitting
again.
a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade
Hey, look!
perched on its edge.
The mirror's back.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You walk up to the wall next to the basement.
We're back.
It's a wall. There isn't
me.
much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe it clean.
You reach forward and
not there
rub your
again.
hand against the cabin wall. I
One
hope
day
you
it'll
know
be
how
there.
ridiculous you look right now. But
There was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
We'll take the blade downstairs.
You take the blade from the table.
But we
It would
don't
be
have to
difficult
use
slay
it.
the princess and save the world without a weapon. I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies. Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge, and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us. Again, there's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job.
I'll propose to her with a knife.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's me.
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells
This
already.
dude's a simp, dude.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love.
That's what you think.
Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the
Hey,
princess.
your hand's back.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love,
Ugh.
we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
I've returned. Do not
Did you
worry.
hear that? She said we're dashing.
I wish I could see myself in that mirror. I must be so beautiful.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Dog cam? She's right there. You can't miss it. She's right there. And there's another one by my toes.
That's right, villain. And you killed us.
She's sleeping on my foot right now.
Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned
where'd
to
Nova go?
oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but
There she is.
what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else, and you can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible. Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
It's baby. Alright. Oh, let me just fix that a little bit.
We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
This dude is a simp.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that? Do I have to cut you out again? I really didn't care for that last time. What happened after I died? I have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me back there? I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair. Let's ask what happened after I died.
You died, and now we're talking.
So how did I come back?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Well, no.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
I do not want the world to end. And the feelings, one way or another, at the end world. Honestly, people are a plague, and I hope you brought a still painful ruin to all of them. Ugh, I don't want to do that, but I kind of want to know what happens if I say that. I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
Okay. Good for her.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself. I'm not so sure.
You killed me last time, and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
I mean, yeah.
Did we? We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone. She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with.
I don't want to cut
You can
her
cut my
out.
arm
No,
off if
don't bonk her here. I'll bonk her too. I'm bonking her. Oh no, I went full screen. I don't want to cut your arm off
We
again.
won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are?
Yeah,
We'll
she
be
can
able
get
to slip her
some
right
olive
out
oil.
with
She'll
no
come right
harm
out.
Done. What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
I'm just gonna let her know that someone took my
Another
body
version of
over.
me was pushed to such drastic action. It was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Oh, don't make me feel like
She
so
took that in
good.
stride.
Don't make me feel
To a
happy.
surprising extent. And all that's because
Oops.
she's perfect.
That's because she's
You think
perfect.
She has someone like him telling her what to do. She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
We're rescuing her.
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? Yes. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain tight,
voice of the smitten is going
depths,
to
and if you
sacrifice
try
himself.
anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second
Hey!
thought.
Hold on, you're gonna kill her? We're gonna kill ourselves?
You wouldn't. I would.
No, hold on. I would not.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Look,
You approach
look at
the
that.
princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
What do you mean? Ugh.
Are you
That'd be
sure
mean.
you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved. Is that a threat? You know what we'll do if you try it. You're going to regret this.
What do we do now?
Nick, stop it. Don't look. What do you want to do? We leave and then we have our whole lives to figure out what we want to do next.
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before. I mean, you sort of did last time, but this is different.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong.
Looking respectfully
What
is
if this whole
understandable.
thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think.
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection,
I want to kill you myself.
and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I don't know. I want you to tell me what you want. There must be something you want. Do you want to end the world? I just want to leave. We can figure out the rest later. If you want to leave, then let's leave. Something isn't right. Slay the princess. We're leaving.
That sounds perfect.
Cheerful
As the
music.
princess takes
Oh,
your
we're so
hand in
happy.
hers, you let your blade tumble uselessly to the floor.
We're friends
And
now.
with it tumbles the last hope for the entire world. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh,
This dude's just an
the way she's
incel.
smiling at
The
you.
narrator is an
He
incel.
doesn't have to be so happy about
He
this.
doesn't like women.
And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face.
Ah,
and the lock
shit.
clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
We need to kill the
Oh
narrator.
no! Did someone lock us in here?
Dude, you
That's
can
not
easily
fair.
reach through these
We're
grates and
supposed to
unlock
leave
it.
now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Do you think you can open it? I think we can open it if we try together. I think I've got this. Open the door by yourself. This was just gonna kill me.
Well, I don't know. Do you think I can?
Yeah, I think you can.
Of course she can. You believe in her, right?
That one entity said if you believe things, then it just exists.
Nobody is leaving this basement.
Yeah, I think you got this.
Okay, let me try.
The princess tries the handle, and the lock
Oh, look at
clicks,
this! Oh, wow!
and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you she could do it. You and the princess make your way upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away. If you don't mind, I'm going to fix myself a drink before you ruin everything. If I'm about to see the end of the world, I'd rather not see it sober.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
I'm waiting for the twist.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside. A happy ending at last.
I got an achievement, so I'm assuming this is an ending?
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go?
Shit.
Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
She's gonna get taken again.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Oh, yep. She's gone again. Damn! We were in love. But you don't get the chance to make that jacket, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Of course, you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared. Okay, so I'm talking to the voice of the hero.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
No, it's going to be okay.
Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. what if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
Nope. It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. It's the end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
You approach the mirror, and we gaze into our reflection. Silence as you reach forward, then gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. It's me again. Oh, I've grown? I got an achievement called You've Grown. Oh, hey, look, you've grown. How have I grown? You find yourself in the long quiet once again. There she is. You are at the cabin. We're going to approach the lady again.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've ever met. Thank you. Sorry, I'm just reading right now. What do you want to do when this is done?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me.
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Why have you been so kind to me?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Oh, and I died again. Damn, she cuts that one out quickly. All right, back to chapter 1 again.
You're on a path in the. You're here
All right,
to slay her.
yeah.
If you don't,
Here to end. It'll end the world. All right, these are all the same options again, every single time. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's
while
locked
I
up?
appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing.
What is this? Fucking berserk? We're talking about causality?
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Alright, let's go to the cabin.
You make your
Yes,
way
she's
up
going
the
to
short path of the
lie,
cabin.
cheat, and
A
betray
warning.
me, and
She will
manipulate me.
lie,
I know.
She will cheat.
We're not going to go through with this, right?
She's a princess. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Alright, into the cabin.
The blade is your implement.
We'll grab the knife, we'll go downstairs.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save.
Alright, let's go downstairs and see who it is this time. See how she's different.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Whoa, she seems determined this time.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I'm gonna steal my
You
nerves and step
forward,
towards her.
your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the
No,
only weapon you
no.
have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
We're slaying the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh
Damn!
easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder. Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like
That's
she's
why I have a
convinced
second
she'll
knife and I
die.
stab her in the chest again.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and
She
well.
looks like she's just disinterested and
But
bored.
it's over, isn't it?
Oh,
She stopped breathing moments ago.
maybe she's just
That
dead.
arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Of course it is. She's dead. I'm not sure. I feel like she has to pick up. She has some kind of trick up her sleeve. Of course not. That was too easy. Something. It was.
Over.
Yeah.
Don't get all worked up.
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
I really don't think you should do that.
And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us?
I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Taking the blade out.
You lean down and wrap your hand around
She's
the
gonna
blade's
grab my
hilt.
arm. She's gonna grab my arm.
But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp
she
and
got me.
sudden jab in your side. What was that?
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
That's okay. We'll die together.
Quick, let's get out of here.
It's too
Uh-oh.
late for that now.
Look at those
You
teethers.
collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your
She was
ribs.
armed the whole time. He said she wasn't
As you
armed.
fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
Athena, you're taking up all the space.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now. See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate?
Man, I should have just
Doesn't matter.
left.
At least you managed to take her with you. For whatever that's worth.
So did
Everything goes dark.
I kill that
And
psyche?
you die.
The razor.
You're on a path. You're here.
Yeah, I know. We're here to slay her. I'm getting deja vu. I've already died. She's gonna kill me again. But I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again?
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, that's what you said last time, bitch.
Yeah, that's exactly what
Exactly.
you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
Calm down.
Ain't that a
I assure
crock
you
of
she
shit?
has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did happen. Why should I listen to you? Alright, let's just head to the cabin.
A warning before you
She's
go
gonna
any further.
cheat. She's gonna lie. She's gonna
She
manipulate.
will
Blah,
lie.
blah,
It could
blah.
be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
She's dead. What am I gonna find in here?
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Let's check
The
the mirror
blade
like
is
we
your
normally do.
implement.
Let's go look at the
You'll
mirror.
need it if you want to do this right.
We're approaching the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about?
Yeah, we're gonna wipe the layer grime off. It's not
Reach
there.
forward and rub your hand
Nothing's
against the
there,
cabin
okay.
wall. I
It'll
hope
be
you
there
know
one
how
of these days.
ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
This place is very
You take the blade from the table.
ominous.
It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
Man, your voice is ratty. That sucks.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
It's me.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
No. I don't have the key. We killed each other last time. I'd rather not do that again. Look, I know that you're mad at me, but I think we just both need to let bygones be bygones. What happened after you died? What happened after you died last time? What if we're both honest with each other? I was sent for you to stop you from ending the world, and you killed me last time after coming back from being stabbed in the heart. Nobody has to die. Okay, what are you going to do if I let you out? Okay, I'm fine with coming closer to free you. You better not try anything, approach the princess. Turn and leave. Screw it, kill her. Again. I don't have the key. Can we just talk things through? I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now. I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it. Do you remember what happened last time? If I come close to you, you're just going to stab me, aren't you? I like that one.
No!
I would never do that.
You.
Oh.
I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason. And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
Not stabbing distance.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it. But you know who is armed?
Narrator sucks. He's an idiot.
So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job.
But I'm nervous.
All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
What happened last time?
If somebody came into my house and stabbed me to death and then I killed him, surely I would remember that. But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
Last time? What are you talking about? Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember.
It's me. I remember.
Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now.
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met.
We've
so
met!
Different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh? Silly little bird face thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he could tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me. I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her? We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance.
Oh,
I'm sorry, do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now?
You're acting like you are.
My entire world is at risk. Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. No, I have my dignity. Fine, then we'll continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife?
You were really bad at lying to me.
And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
Yeah, it would be very quirky of you, wouldn't
I
it?
could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death. Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
Hold on.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you, but I don't have one, so I can't.
Don't worry about the heart rate, Martin.
Princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
She's holding between her butt cheeks. She's got that grip.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
I trust her now.
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
Practically, but not zero. But what if you're just hiding it somewhere secret?
I've shown you all of my hiding spots.
I don't think
What
you
kind
have.
of princess do you think I am? I would never hide something sharp somewhere secret. Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My secret zones are for me, only they have nothing to do with you or my intention to not stab you to death the second you get close to me.
She can't turn
Her
around, don't
smile
worry about
drops
it.
for a moment, her expression sharp and flat.
I assure you, there's nothing hidden there.
Okay, oh, I didn't say that.
I'm inclined to believe her on that one. She seems serious. Of course, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have something hidden somewhere. We know for a fact she's armed.
But if we killed each other, then why are we here, right now? Both of us normal and unstabbed.
That's exactly what happened.
Would I just lie? Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again?
Probably.
I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
Oh, yeah, uh-huh.
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count. Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
I want to talk things
Well,
through.
We don't have anything to talk through.
Yes, we
We're
do.
strangers, and this place is cramped and annoying, and you should just come
And
over here and let
annoying.
me out.
I think I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
We're gonna get exhausted with our questions. We only have like 4 more. I don't have the key.
Oh,
Now what?
You don't. Okay, I see. I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chains. You won't be able to find a key if you don't know what it's supposed to look like, so you better come right within close staring distance just to be sure.
Staring distance, yeah, that's what she's talking about.
Okay, I'm bored now.
She's bored?
You're bored?
That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. She's captured.
Oh,
In a
great!
sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm.
She's a
her wrist
necromancer.
limp and empty
Or
from the
a,
violent expulsion.
necromorph.
So I guess she did have a knife of her own after all.
Just inside of her arm.
Conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do?
We have to fight her in
At
Mortal
least we're
Kombat.
safe here. She's still in chains. And those chains stop her from continuing her advance, at least for a moment. She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion. And then she slices through her arm. Okay, maybe we aren't safe here. She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace. Ah, shit. Okay, she's down an arm and we still have a weapon. I guess we'll have to use it. And use it you do. But unfortunately for you, and for the entire world, you are horribly outmatched. You keep pace with her for a
there goes my
single
hand.
brief and wordless exchange, before she severs your hand and, with it, your only line of defence. She's much better at this than she was last time. Yeah, it's unreal. Bloody cheater.
Oh, my cursor changed to my other hand. I was like, why is it different? That's funny.
I'm going to kill you now.
Okay.
And with a squelch,
Oh.
she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin. You're what?
I feel dizzy.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
What's the point of fighting if she's just going to win every time? It hurts being sliced to pieces.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right? That can't be right, that's too much responsibility.
I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
And what if we never do?
So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to? I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
Fuck. Back. Thank you. I don't know how I got muted.
But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we
I didn't say anything of value, so don't worry about it. Hey, I can actually
You make your way to
choose.
the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Oh.
Reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and
I already passed
metallic.
out.
An unintentional
I think it just
and
slipped on blood and hit the
unfortunately
ground.
slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Your body tumbles
Hello
onto the
again.
basement floor, and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Fun for her, maybe. I didn't like dying all over again. Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
Fuck 'em.
The past isn't real.
I don't know who they
It's
are
only
anyways.
Here and now. Your internal
Oh, good,
bickering
now
is
she's got
cut
two
short
blade
by the wet
arms.
sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor. She's loose, and she is coming for you.
No, she likes me. She's not gonna do anything this
You're
time.
going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us, and I'm out of ideas.
Bro, this is your idea to go in here. We're fighting her, obviously. We're going to appeal to her authority, puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out. Oh, that's easy. I'm going to try flirting with her. She has swords for arms, and we don't. We're panicking. We're going to fight her, and we're going to have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. We'll just kill ourselves. No, we're going to flirt with her.
Now, I've tolerated quite a bit from you, but this is a bridge too far.
He doesn't like that one.
Please don't try romancing the princess.
I'm romancing her.
She wants to kill you. She's going to end the
We're
world
in love.
if you don't stop her.
I love her.
Yeah, do we have to flirt with the murderous monster?
Yeah.
I'd rather not.
It's not like she wants us anyway.
I'm fine with it. Let's see where this goes.
Yeah, I like this guy. I know you want to kill me, but has anyone ever told you how gorgeous you are? I just feel like I really get you. I'm like you, romantically even. Maybe we can hash this out over a date. How about you buy me dinner before impaling me to death? Give her the look. I'm gonna give her the...
The look.
Yeah, the...
The look. We've all
Yeah,
noticed it.
the...
Yeah, do you not know about the look?
Yeah, this.
Even I know about the look.
You know.
You flash the princess the look.
What's up, girl?
And a
Oh,
rosy
she's
blush
blushing!
rushes to the princess's cheeks as she breaks into a wide grin. Unbelievable.
She loves it. I gave her the look.
Oh, is that how it is? Yeah, okay, I feel that. I like you too. Neat.
Oh, cool. We're friends now.
Oh, be damned. This is actually going to work, isn't it?
Yeah.
Still going to kill you.
Ah,
but now
fuck.
we could both enjoy a mutual romantic subtext to the murder.
Or not.
At least she likes us. I've never been liked before.
Blush still glowing
Yep, I'm
in her
dead.
cheeks. The princess closes the distance between you.
At least she's
blades
cute.
Flashing.
Look at them grippers.
She skewers you.
I'm dead again.
Ow. What worthwhile romance doesn't hurt at least a little bit?
Ah, the smiten's
What
back.
matters is that she likes us. She's even said as much.
I miss this man. I miss the
A
simp.
new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
Thank you.
But I guess we don't have time
I'm
to talk
girl
about
boss.
things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stand.
Yeah, let's just
There's gotta
gather
be a
them
point
up.
where it makes us better than her.
Yeah, 15 voices.
Moving.
We'll win her heart eventually.
Oh, great. So it's going to get even more crowded. Even more deluded voices that think we might stand any kind of chance.
This dude sucks.
Come on, show me something new.
I start Fortnite dancing right in front of her. I'm gonna bust it down. We could kill ourselves. You know, all these ideas do suck. We're just gonna think of something better. Doesn't work and she kills you again and again and again and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
None of this is working. Think. Think. She skewers you. Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder. She skewers you.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Then you skewer yourself.
Yeah, I did it.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
I think I'm stuck with her now.
Huh. That didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought. Just panic. Flee. She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels. He skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
See? We're getting better. Okay.
I love the optimism of the cheated. It's a really... I like that.
Let's appeal to her
Hey!
better nature.
A new
Never
one.
tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you.
Yeah, didn't
We're
listen to
getting
reason.
close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time, that's all we need. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, are we like legitimately dead now? No. Mutually assured destruction.
You're on it. Don't lose your head. We're in a cabin.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, he's playing the game for me
Everything
again.
feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand. Oh, what if we throw it out the window? Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
This guy likes to die.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman? Sure, I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them.
There's like 15 people here.
We'll notch up that win in no time. Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover. Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to win.
I agree.
Fine.
Well, we're
Make your way
back.
to the basement.
Whoa, what
Where
a
the princess
surprise.
is.
She's angry. She's evil. She's gonna cut me with her blade
this
arms.
Last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Would it be more blades?
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now. Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then. Here we go. Now. The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of
He's just
warm
turning into a
stretches
blade man.
and tears. Then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest. Are you ready for what comes next?
Oh my gosh, she's gonna cut me with one of these many blades.
Holy shit! She's gorgeous.
This dude's fucked in the head.
Divine. Yes, behold the perfect woman.
See this woman? Women? Hold on. Women? Hold on.
Do you think?
Ah, shit. Perfect. This is.
Her out the window.
This is perfect woman.
That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it? This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
Same, man.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
Nah, dude, we just stabbed that heart and we're good. I'm gonna let them go for a minute. Alright, empty your mind.
It's so quiet.
Put her back in her chains. Get rid of the narrator.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as your blow finishes its art, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
I know. Weapons clash again and again. You and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There's only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endless building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. She got absorbed by the arms. You do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. Approach the mirror. You do so. We gaze to the reflection. Sun streaks towards the glass. You see what's in it. Me. Oh, I'm rotting at this point. Oh, I'm withering. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. Proceed to Blade Lady.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. How can you stand to be a contradiction? It doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse? What do you think of this vessel?
This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Doesn't matter how many times I go back.
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse. Nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
I think I hate you. It makes me like her, but I don't know what that means about. I don't know what that says about me.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm gonna kill you, right?
If that remains your choice when all is said and done, then you may try. But know that I do not wish you harm. Even if you attempted to destroy me.
I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Alright.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here.
Yeah, slay the princess. We're just gonna head to the cabin.
You make a
Piece
warning.
of
You will,
cheat.
we're not
I
going to
know,
ignore
I
it.
know, I know.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade.
Grab the knife, right
You
downstairs.
take the blade from the table. It'd be. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light, and her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous.
So,
It's almost as
hello,
if
hello,
she's the one in
Popsick.
charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
About 2.5 hours into this game, 2 hours into this game, and we've already done quite a bit. The VOD will be up on YouTube after tonight, or probably tomorrow, though, if you want to watch it all. We'll just head down. We'll just check on her.
It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
So this woman, this is the pretentious.
You walk down the stairs
Lady.
and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I think we're just going to be brutally kind to her this time. I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat.
It's been raining all day here in New Jersey.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Yeah, we'll just drop the knife.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands.
I thought about doing
and drops
nuh-uh.
to the floor with an unceremonious
Next time I'm back in this
clap.
position, I'll do nuh-uh.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
I think I'm gonna say it's just a little awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
I'm not here to kill you. Who said I'm here to kill you? I just came down here with a knife.
Believe me.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation.
Hope everything's alright with Jar. How would I get you out of here? What's your name? How would I get her out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't,
She's still in the cut her hand
Well,
off.
we can always put that knife to good use.
I think I might let her cut her hand off.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is.
I'm sure everything will all
sure
go
of
well
it.
with her pup. How long have you been down here? Do you know what I'm here to kill? Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
I want to free you.
You know why you're here. Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break
I
them
know, they're
apart.
too heavy.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away.
And if the key, beside me cutting you out of here, maybe the key's still lying around. Let's
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
You're insane, lady.
She speaks with almost
I've watched you do it multiple
complete
times at this point.
nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free.
Yeah, the narrator actually breaks the fourth wall a lot in this.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? Your shouts and pleas are met. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until
I guess
the
I'm getting
task
rabbit holed
is
into
done. You make your way
the first
back to the
ending we
bottom
were
of the
dealing
stairs.
with.
This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
We'll save her.
Against your better
Yeah,
judgment,
a little bit of
you
graphic,
place the
sorry.
blade against the princess's arm.
Here we go
just
again.
above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too
So,
high.
narrator's
You can't
gonna-
just let her escape into the world. No,
The
as
narrator's gonna
princess
make
approaches
me
the bottom
stab her.
stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Oh, it only lets me warn her now. Last time I was given the option to slay her 50 billion times. I can only warn.
Stop that.
Okay.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Yeah, just the options.
The blade. Move the blade.
Just the same options
You're
as last
doing your
time.
best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
Maybe actually this time she will be quick instead of last
She steps
time.
forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical.
Okay, so she was not nearly as violent as she was the last time this happened.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'm actually gonna pull the camera up so you can watch my dogs for me.
You're
Oh.
on a path in the woods.
Watch my dogs for me.
And at the end of that path is a cabin.
I made myself
And in
fat
the
on
basement
accident.
of
There
that
we go.
cabin
I
is a
want.
princess.
Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. There we go. Alright, here we go. Watch my dogs for me. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. You don't get to come with me. You stay. You stay. friend. I brought a friend. She was following me the second I walked out the door. Oh, now she wants to come to my lap. Come on. Come on. Ooh. Oop. Rhea. She's just bumping the. You might hear her purring.
You're
She's
here to
hitting the
slay her.
microphone. All right. We'll just proceed to the cabin. Even though
warning.
we know
She
she's
will
going to
lie.
try
Yeah,
cheating.
did you-
She's
no,
going
I
to kill me.
didn't.
Oh, I didn't mean to skip. I didn't mean to skip. Voice of the skeptic. Yes. Don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to do. Wink. Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the
Alright, so we got a new
princess.
voice. The skeptic's here now. You weren't here earlier, Papa. There was about 30 people. All different people.
The interior
talking.
of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
Come on.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
There you go.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Let's approach the mirror. See if anything.
Walk up to the wall next
Yeah,
to the
we've had a few
basement.
people join the server.
It's
Just
the
you and your buddies.
There isn't much to see here.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
In the mirror. No,
Reach
no
forward,
mirror.
Rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how.
But there was a mirror a second ago.
And now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Alright, take the blade, go
You
downstairs.
take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
Good girl.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Are we not the first? You walk down the stairs.
Oh, she's
and lock
really
eyes
chained
with
up
the
this time. My
princess.
goodness.
She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts.
Should we be worried about the one around her neck?
Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Your favorite musician? Who's your favorite musician? Let's hear it. This cat is going everywhere. I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just going to leave her here. I'll just sit with her and we'll talk for a bit.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
I'll sit where I was
Do as
supposed
she
to sit.
asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
My intentions? What do you mean? I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that? What happened last time after I died last time?
Oh, were we talking about that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But sure, I'll fill you in. Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how. So you've already been here. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
The narrator does know. He knows more.
It's complicated things. How exactly?
Excuse me.
Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck. If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably. I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
What's the alternative,
pathetic.
boy? You're fine.
I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect
She's probably like, why is this dude just sitting here
For the sake of the
silently,
entire
clearly having an
world,
inner
you
monologue?
need to accept that. I won't. Fine, but you won't get another word from me on the matter. Yeah, sure. We'll see about that. Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation.
At least she's picking up on
You
it.
shouldn't be daydreaming.
You were asking about my intentions earlier. What do you mean by that? That other chain on the wall, who was it for? What would you have me do? I think I'm just gonna leave and then you kill her. Alright, let's ask about the chain.
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
Ooh.
Maybe it'll fit.
Do I want to imprison myself next to her?
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains.
Why not?
We'll need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
What would you have me do?
Let me borrow that knife.
No.
Don't worry, you'll get it back.
Yeah, she's gonna kill me whether you put it in me.
That's ominous. But she seems confident. Whatever it is she has planned, I think she knows what she's doing. Oh please, she's just putting on an act to disarm you. That much should be obvious. In case you need to hear a voice of reason, it would obviously be unwise to give away your only weapon. Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her
How's it going,
is good
Jar?
for us. So, what should we do?
This art style changes
I
drastically.
don't know. I'm just
It gets
spelling
pretty
out our
graphic
options,
once in a
listing the
while.
pros and cons. Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
None.
Pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
You realize that I have as much reason to distrust you as you have to distrust me, right?
I do. So I guess this all comes down to which of us caves first. And it's not going to be me.
It's not gonna be me. I'll just turn the game off.
I'm extremely patient.
It's probably better if we take action anyway. No use trying to wait her out. That's playing to her strengths.
I want to inspect the shackle next to her.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. And why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle, and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
I don't know. Maybe it will.
This is more like a neck shackle, don't you
He
think?
doesn't
It's
want
really
us to look at
large.
it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
But what if he's telling the truth?
He isn't.
I am.
We're inspecting.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next.
What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad.
Sounds like
Is it bad?
a dungeon master for Dungeons and Dragons. He's like, fuck, dude.
Yes, it's bad.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck. And
Well, now
as
we're
if
both
your
stuck
situation
here.
weren't bad
Oh,
enough,
great. Now she
the
has my
same
knife.
magnetism repels
And I
your
can't
blade,
escape her,
which
so
is
she's
flung
just
from
gonna
your hand
stab
and
me.
sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
Or maybe she can't reach it.
Excuse me?
Yes? Are we stuck here now?
Yep. We live together now.
Yes.
Oh, that's what it looks like in here.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
What are we supposed to do now? Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
That's horrible.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
So we're both stuck here. What should we do now? Did you know this was going to happen to me? We're both stuck here. Yep. What should we do?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen.
Another one of me
Maybe
will come
not.
through.
No. Nope.
Great.
That's rude.
I'm sitting here with someone who doesn't even like to talk.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything.
This is so boring. There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent.
At least the world is safe.
It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything.
But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there.
Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
How exactly does that work?
It just does.
But
Your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again.
Whoa.
And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
We just
Yes,
sit.
you're correct. Things are changing. The differences
what's
are
changing?
small
Is it
at
'cause
first,
is
a
it
bit
'cause
of
it's
weather in
dark?
Here, a bit of erosion
Oh yeah, the
there,
room's
but then
getting
they get
nasty
larger
looking.
and larger.
I don't like small talk.
Oh yeah,
Remember?
I forgot, yeah.
Still rude. You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
She hasn't starved.
I guess she hasn't.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass, until suddenly there are no walls. And then... And...
I think he's gone.
Narrator's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
She's gonna get taken.
So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Goodbye. Okay. But you do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
she's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've all been here. We've been here before, and you always get scared. So tell
What
him
is
he's
that
the one
supposed
who
to
passed
mean?
away.
Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
Get paranoid, boy.
No, that can't be right. There has to be something more.
We approach the mirror. We gaze into the reflection. The voices are gone. Now we get to see ourselves. You've unraveled. What do you mean oh, my bone and my meat is appearing? My muscles? We're in a long quiet. She did the cabin. Now she's up there.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there.
Welcome back.
Do you know what we'll find out there?
There's trees and stars, and there are people, I think. At least there are supposed to be people. Do you think anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real? Oh yeah, things changed a little bit while you were gone, Pop. Time passed a lot. We died. And she has been taken by like a demigod. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No. Their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. I don't know why, but I know for a fact he does. He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does, and when I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers. He does, and when I find him, I'm going to kill him. He does, but you're going to keep that to yourself.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
I'll tell her what's outside of the realm.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Yeah, people die. But I guess we don't. Do you think that anything out there is real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
How many more vessels do we need?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular.
So I just gotta do one more
A final
playthrough.
multitude.
And then I think we beat the game. If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
So to catch you guys up, Jar and Pop, we die a bunch. We start over chapter 1 a bunch. And the princess has been different every single time. It's almost been like it's like a different shard of a human. The first one was kind of dominant. The second one was very shy and sad and like endearing. The third one was like crazy. The fourth one was what we just experienced, was this woman who was just like, please leave me alone. Like, I just want to figure this out on my own. Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
If this is the last stage before your completion, then I'm not going back. I'm just going to stay here.
You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time. I'll wait with you. I will see you when you return. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage? You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Game turned itself off. Okay, let's turn the game back on. It pulled a Kaneda pet on me.
You have returned to me.
Oh!
Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
Is it back? Yeah, it immediately came back. You returned to me even though you were gone for mere moments and never left your side. I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for
Let's
you.
finish this and get the resolve. Here when the princess.
You're on a path in the woods.
It's the last
And at the
one.
end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
We're here to kill
You're
them.
here to slay her.
Let's go. Let's silently just continue. And we will not
You
say
make
a
your way
word
up
to
the
the
short
narrator on the
path
way
to
up.
the cabin. You'll find a warning before you go any further.
She's gonna lie, deceit, blah blah
She
blah
will
blah.
lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power
Should
to stop
hyperfix
you
it on
from
this game
slaying
because
her.
this is very
Don't
interesting.
believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess.
I could see
We're
fan art
supposed
of this
to
game being
save
really cool.
princesses, not slay them.
Like a fan art with like each one of the voices
Ignore him.
their own
He doesn't know
ID,
what he's
like
talking
own
about.
character. They're really cool. I'm not artistic in any way, shape, or form, but I could see the art on this being really, really interesting.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade.
We'll grab the knife. We'll go
You take
downstairs.
the blade from the table.
This is our last
It'll be
interaction with
rather
the
difficult
princess.
to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement, her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous.
Don't let it fool you.
Same dangerous person from earlier. We'll just go downstairs quietly.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
No.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her.
There you go.
Don't
I'm not
you
autistic.
dare.
I just like trains a lot, man.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Let's drop the knife.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, we'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
Planes are
Just
cool.
make sure you don't forget
The trains
about
are
the blade on
very
the floor.
cool.
You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
I'm gonna lean into this relationship part. Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Will you marry me?
Do you?
I do know why. I know what I've been told. I can just lie and say no.
You're lying.
No, I'm not.
How does she know?
No,
that?
I'm not.
Don't think that just because I'm the one in chains, it means you have a right to interrogate me.
How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness. Or Her Majesty.
I want to be a prince.
honor
If I
befitting
marry her, I
you,
become a
really.
prince. Ain't that how it works?
Again, she offers no specifics.
Or a duke.
No
I think I
matter
become a
how
duke.
hard you try,
I don't
you'll
know.
never get a straight answer.
I don't know how
with
royalty
her.
works.
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't,
She wants me to cut her hand off.
we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting. Right? She is.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
I don't feel the right to ever
You
kill her. I
know
already killed her
why you're
once. I don't want to kill her again. Once you're lawfully what I think you're a prince. That's it. I'm becoming a prince. I'm getting her out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
Nope.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall. They're large
I know.
and
We
heavy,
need to go find a
far too solid for
key.
you.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see them.
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
I know. You can lose
She
an arm.
speaks with If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. You attempt to make someone else
Yeah. Return to the bottom of the stairs.
easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
Door's locked. I
heard the
know.
door slam. The knife. Pick it up.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
It'd be funny. I'm slaying her.
Without
It made me
hesitation,
slay
you
her. I
bring
didn't have the
blade
option.
down. The princess flinches as you strike and your weapon sinks into her shoulder.
You bastard. If I have to kill you to leave this place, I'll do it.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's unarmed and there's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you raise your blade to strike again, she kicks out, knocking your legs out from under you. The two of you struggle on the ground. You lash out.
She's
with the
just
blade,
beating the shit out of
slicing
me.
wherever you can, Her fists connect with your body again and again, each blow stronger than the last, shattering bone and rupturing tissue with reckless abandon. Forget trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got. You roll out of her grasp and shakily push yourself back to your feet. Though every inch of you is in pain,
Dude, she's jacked. Look at this.
Princess
Look at this
probably has it
fucking
worse.
forearm right here.
Blood
She's
pours
ripped.
out from countless gashes, staining her once pristine dress. She pauses for a moment, catching her breath, staring at you with wild eyes. We can still turn this around. You
Finishing
steel your
her
resolve
off.
and take another step towards the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? What was that about not making it out of here alive? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Rest in peace, princess.
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
this was fun. You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have the time to worry over her words. Everything goes dark.
All right, so we both
You die.
died.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
We know.
I can assure you that you didn't slay her, and that she did. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's
Alright,
best
who's
to
the
keep
new
it that way.
voice?
You know I can hear you, right? That's fine.
Stubborn.
It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
We win. No, she's already won plenty of times. It's fine.
There's no point in squabbling when
She's,
the real
like,
threat is just up that hill.
Killed me so many times. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this. All right, we'll just head to the cabin.
A warning. She lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight. Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear? Crystal. Let's just get on with it already.
In we go.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying
We're
to
not going to
forcefully
check the mirror.
direct
You know what?
towards your
This is the last
destination.
time. We should check the mirror.
The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine
We
blade
haven't
perched on
skipped.
its
We
edge.
haven't skipped the mirror once yet.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. That's because there isn't a mirror. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Oh, stop bickering and just get on with it. Who even cares if there's a mirror?
I do. I want to see how handsome I
I care
am.
less about that and more about whether we're being lied to. I'm not lying to you. You
We're approaching the mirror.
walk up to the wall next to this really isn't funny.
Playing it.
You reach forward and rub your
Damn.
hand against it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. So all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
We're gonna take the. You know what? We're not gonna take the
Knife this
blade.
time. Right then.
No
fisticuffs
knife.
It is. Probably more fair to her anyway. Wouldn't want to feel like we cheated our way to a win. As long as you can still get the
Yeah,
job done.
the hero
And
can
don't
hear
forget that the
all these
blade's
different
waiting
voices.
for
Well,
you
technically,
upstairs if you
I can hear all the
happen
different
to change your
voices,
mind.
and the hero is one of the voices I can hear. I don't know. It's a weird like fourth wall situation that they're talking to me, and they're not talking to each other. Well, they are talking to each other, but they're not influencing the
door to
hero.
basement
I'm the
creaks
hero.
Open, revealing
That's
a rough
weird.
stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger?
Challenger?
Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
This man's into the challenging
The
princesses.
enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final
Whoa!
step,
Hey
the form of
there.
the princess comes into view.
Hello.
A large shackle
Hello.
leading from her wrist to the basement.
She turned
wall.
into a fucking like a little devil. Look at her.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
I think we're in hell.
But no little knife this time, huh?
Ooh.
No, I hope you're not just here to chat. I've been itching for a rematch.
I hope you heard all that, Mr. Narrator. This is a lot different than last time, but last time definitely happened. You look different, so you do remember me. I actually am here just to chat. I'm actually here to free you. I'm saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first. Like we're both still alive. I haven't decided what I'm doing yet. Don't worry, I'm always up for a good fight. In fact, the only reason I came down here is because, without a weapon, is because having a knife felt unfair. The blade, I know, Nick, you like tails, I know. The blade's upstairs, I'll be right back. Go upstairs and retrieve the blade. I don't know what happened to you since last time we met, but I am not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye. Oh, we're fighting a giant demon lady.
What's that? Oh, that whole deja vu situation. Yes, it does seem like you and the princess remember each other, so let's say for a moment that I do believe you. For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a
Yeah, she
fluke.
turned into a
Beyond
freaking
that, you
succubus,
doesn't
bro.
remember anything that happened last time?
Are you okay?
Of
Yeah, there
course
it
I'm
is.
not
Mommy?
okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
I am just here to chat.
Haven't we talked enough? Do you really have anything else to say? Or are you just stalling because you're scared I'm going to kill you again?
You're not scary. I'm actually here to free you.
Free her? You aren't.
Yeah, look at her. I want to free her.
I don't know why I'm even bothering, to be honest. You know the stakes of the situation.
Who says I want to be free?
You don't want to be free? Are you serious? If you don't want to be free, then what do you want? Yeah, what do you not want to be free?
I'm fine right where I am.
Alright, fine. Fine, see you later.
Okay, hold on. Did you hear that? Maybe we don't have to do anything. If she's fine where she is, maybe...
As long as you go back upstairs, pick up that knife, and fight me to the death.
She just wants to go down to Mortal
mind.
Kombat.
There is no happy ending where everyone makes it out of this place alive. You either deal with her here.
Can I get a
right
mommy
now,
and can I get a
or
chain
she'll
of mommies in
eventually
chat?
find her way out. Well, hear that? Between him and her, that should be all the motivation you need. Now pick up the blade and fight her. No, pick up the blade and slay her.
You're being a bit semantic, aren't you?
I am, but it's an important distinction. If you're going to see this through, you need to hold the right intent. This isn't a sparring match. It is a lethal
Thank you for the mommy
confrontation
chain.
that will decide the future of everything.
Yeah, look at those mommies.
Fine. As long as it leads to a fight, do whatever he just said.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done. Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
She's just like a Gith Yankee. She just wants to fight. That's all she wants to do is fight. Fight! Fight!
Aside from your empty hands, you look exactly the same.
Hey, she picked up on the fact that I don't have my knife from last time.
You haven't decided? We talked more than enough last time. Do you really have any... If you want to talk, I guess I can talk. But you should come a little closer first.
Sure. I'll get a little closer.
You take
Hi.
a cautious step towards the princess, unarmed. I wish I could believe you know what you're doing.
I did this for you
Clearly
guys, not
don't.
me.
You stop
is
a few
clearly
feet
not
short
for
of her
me.
reach, her chains taut as she stares down at you.
She's a lot bigger than I thought she was.
She's
Why do you
taller than
sound
me.
so scared?
She's
We can
taller than
take
me.
her.
Well, what do you want? Because every second we waste talking is a second we could spend killing each other instead.
Can we just, I don't know, spar a little? Maybe there's a compromise where we all get what we want, nobody has to die, and the world doesn't have to end. If all you want to do is fight me, does that mean you won't end the world? What happened after you died? If I say I'm not gonna fight you, she's just gonna kill me.
I woke up.
Oh!
Didn't you?
She's doing the thing. She's doing the thing. The basement is different.
I like it. It's so cramped. Like the only way out of here is through each other.
Look at those teeth. She's got shark teeth.
You don't either. I know. You already told me.
We could just walk single file out of here.
That's right, not everything has to be so violent.
No, I'm not gonna say, can we just fuck? I'm not gonna do that.
That's pathetic.
This
I
is
would
a
never do that, and I
PG-13
hate that you
stream.
even suggested it.
Doesn't any of this bother you? Don't you care about what you are?
Ugh, I care, okay? I guess I just care differently than you. When I saw you come back down here, I thought you would understand. I thought that we would want the same thing. But all you've done is ask me annoying little questions.
All she wants to do is kill
It's
each
like
other.
You don't even want to enjoy being alive.
I wish you could hear me right now. I want to enjoy being alive. I want to fight.
Shut up, stubborn.
Why wouldn't I want that? Why don't you want that? It felt good last time. It felt right.
That sounds really wrong out of context. We're talking about killing each other again?
And it makes sense. Sparring? That's just play fighting. It isn't real. What's real is when my flesh splits open. What's real is when you keep getting up until your legs can't hold you.
Huh? Oh shit!
What's real are the things we do to each other when the only options left are winning and dying.
Yeah, she could kill me if she wanted
That's
to.
the only thing I'm interested in.
I don't think my wife would be a fan of her killing me.
I stopped caring because I found my purpose.
What's your purpose, woman?
The princess flashes a sinister grin.
You.
I'm your
Does
purpose?
she mean her purpose is killing us?
No, she means fighting us.
This man just wants to
She means
fight.
both of us getting stronger through sheer pain and will. The fear of death no longer able to hold us back. Just go and pick up the blade already. I'm sick of all this anticipation. We're ready.
I'm not gonna fight
What are
you.
trying to do?
Do you think pacifism is going to win her over? Because it won't.
Right? This isn't fun. This isn't interesting. It's pathetic and cowardly and boring.
Is that so? Let's see if you still feel that way once I start beating you.
She's still bound by
Hey!
her chains. All we have to do is
Chill
take a
out,
step
woman.
back and she won't be able to do anything to us. All that does is put the two of you at another impasse. You can't stall forever.
Do you really think those chains will stop her? She's not the type to hand out empty threats. She's honest. It's what makes her so interesting.
But she has to be bluffing, right? If she isn't bluffing, then why is she still...
You step back as she steps forward, her bindings creaking ominously. And then they snap. It was only a matter of...
Dear Lord, what do we do?
Oh, if only there was some sort of weapon you could use to fight a world-ending monstrosity. I wonder where you might find one of those. Exactly. Just do what I've been telling you to do since the second we got here. Take the blade, fight her, kill her, and win.
Okay, fine. If you want to fight, we can fight. You're not giving me any options. Let me just get a weapon. This doesn't change anything. Refuse to fight. Dude, I really want to... I don't know what to do. I could fight her, or I could just refuse to fight, but I don't know which. We're not doing it.
I suppose there isn't. Your numb body is there. You stand your ground as the princess thunders across the basement floor, her shoulders tucked low as her fierce, unblinking gaze locks onto yours. You don't see the impact, and you can't say for sure if you even feel it, but you hear your bones splinter. You can feel your feet leave the floor as you're hurled bodily into the unflinching stone wall. We're fine.
Are we fine? Are we really?
No, you're obviously not fine. Your body...
Oh, my back.
Enough games. Go upstairs, pick up that knife, and fight me.
Stop moping, you're fine. Now get...
Yeah, I broke my limbs. I can't just stand up anymore, woman.
What are you made of? Tissue paper? I didn't hit you that hard.
You might as well just kill me because you're not going to change my mind. Or just get up. We're getting up.
You shakily push yourself to your feet. After the blow you took, it's a miracle you can move, let alone stand, but here you are. Maybe you can actually pull this off.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Why are you even asking that? If I wanted you dead, you'd be dead.
I don't think she wants me dead.
What do we think?
She's telling the truth.
You shouldn't trust her, but it doesn't really matter if she's telling the truth, does it? You need a weapon to do this right.
Look at her thunder thighs. She needs to chill on the legs. I'm still not going to fight you.
Trick? Are you tricking me?
I don't know, am I?
Because why would you? Why wouldn't you? Ah!
The princess's shoulders tense with
fury
she's
pissed.
As she storms towards you. You can see her face flush, her knuckles going white as she clenches her fists, her entire body trembling with a burning rage. Can't believe you're making me watch this.
Fine. If you want to die like a pathetic little worm, you can die like
Damn
a
it.
pathetic little worm.
Wait.
Guess I'll see you all next time.
Wait.
She grabs you by the throat and slams your body against the
Yo,
wall.
clip that.
Her eye twitches as her grip tightens around your neck.
Oh boy. This is what every man's dream is. This is the dream. Hold on, I'm gonna screenshot this. There we go. Just
is taking her time, isn't she?
for purposes. Hold on. Let me just put this in off topic. There you go.
Why are you letting me do this? Why are you making me do this? Why won't you fight back?
Because death doesn't matter anymore, does it? Fighting, not fighting, what does any of it matter if it all ends the same way? Send me the screenshot. Nick, chill out. Because there's more to this than fighting each other. If letting you kill me is how I can show you that, then it's worth it. I care about you. I don't want to hurt you anymore. I just think it's kind of funny.
Care about me? What is that supposed to mean? If you cared about me, you'd fight me.
I'm turning this to a dating simulator, I swear to God.
Why are you trying to make me think?
Her grip hardens. Do you feel a horrific pop in your neck?
I think she got me.
She releases you, your numb body crumpling to the stone floor as your vision starts to fade.
What am I supposed to do without you?
I guess I'll see you all next time. I can say that now, right? We're dead?
Great. I can't wait to be stuck in this useless body all over again. I won't be seeing you, but
I suppose something like me will. Everything goes dark, and you die.
I think the only thing dying now is just the narrator. The narrator's the only one that actually truly dies. At least the power of pacifism on your foe.
You're on a path.
Ooh, looks a little grimy.
Oh, I've heard this one before. Let me guess. There's a cabin and a princess, and you want us to get rid of her for you. But
I
it's
hear
not
bugs.
gonna happen.
The bugs.
It's
The
not on my
bugs.
watch. Oh, you bloody fool. Am I the only one here who actually listened to her? She wants a fight, and we're not gonna give it to her. It's funnier if we don't. You think what happened last time was funny?
Yeah.
I thought we were breaking a cycle of violence. I thought we were practicing pacifism in the face of mortal peril.
We'll find out, Nick. I don't know what happened in this forest, but it's a little grody.
We're a deep and multifaceted being. Who's to really say that your thing and my thing can't peacefully coexist?
All I know is once she dies, that's the end of the
Just
game.
saying, doing it for a laugh takes away from the moment.
We're almost
It
to
was
the
a
end.
Good moment.
This is the Oregon forest. It's my favorite
Will
forest.
Both of you just shut up. Make me rage, boy. Well, this is just great. Let me cut to the chase. Clearly, you've already been here. Yeah, you think? What does here even mean, though? You've told us about the path of the princess and all of that already, but this
Oh,
is
my
a very
knee.
different path from the last one. That's a good point. Everything here is a
This
little...
music is loud. I don't know if I'm quiet over it, but I might have to turn it down a little bit. It's getting real loud in game.
Give me 2 seconds to finish my thought, I would have said that. Oh, you're actually letting me talk now. Great. So you knew this could happen. You knew we'd be able to restart like this. Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs.
So this is the last chance we
Don't
get.
take things seriously.
It feels like I'm being pulled in 100 different directions. You'd better all listen to me when the time comes to make a choice. If I don't slay her, if I just stay here and do anything and we hit that point of no return, then what happens? No matter what happens next, it seems like our answers are in the cabin. I'm done with all this, so bye, turn around and leave.
100? Where are you getting that number? We're talking 4, maybe 5 directions tops. At least for now. I'm sure I can come up with more if you give me enough time. I don't think you have much to worry about. You're still the one in charge here, and I don't think that's ever going to change.
Gotta slay her, blah, 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 blah. Well, let's just proceed to the cabin. Oh, nice wet slopping
We're all on the
sounds.
same page. It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within. That's it? No final words of advice? I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard.
Yes, I
Don't be so
have.
hard on yourself. We all wind up in creative ruts now and then. I'm sure if you put your mind to it, you can think of something worth telling us. The interior of the cabin is a
Let me down just a little bit, yeah. So it's not like overwhelmingly loud.
But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat. That's horrible. I think it's kind of nice. Makes the room feel alive, doesn't it? The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. We'll need it if we want to do things right. I say we leave it to rust. Let's not make the same mistake twice. We could have won if we had it last time.
I'm not fighting. I'm going without it.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. Almost as if you don't see it. But you must, because it's right there in front of you.
There's a
All we see is a damn mirror. It really is just like last time. Are we really hallucinating? Why here? Why now? Does it matter if it's actually real or not? Talking about it gets under his skin. That's all that matters. We should talk about it even more. Let's just smash it and get it over with. I'm ready to get violent. We won't be able to see what's in there if we smash it. Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
Smash the
Bring your
mirror.
fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised? You step forward into the darkness. The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. A high vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls
Alright.
wet with tumorous growths
The last
press in
interaction with her.
uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic. The air is thick, its odour an oppressive violence. Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
So you've returned after denying me the salvation of combat? Are you here to gloat? Are you here to mock what I've become?
Uh-oh, I think she turned into a grotesque mess.
Do you think that if you let me kill you enough times, I'll suddenly soften and repent for sins that live solely in your head?
Woman, chill out.
Well, we've tried that, haven't we? Now come down and see what your refusal has done to me.
Oh no, I made her
See
ugly.
how much you can bear to witness.
Hear that? Sounds like we got to her last time. Let's keep pushing, see what else we can make happen. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's
Oh, no.
walls are painted in blood.
She's
a
hot.
deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto
Looking
the
like
charred
Lilith
corpses
over here.
that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone. The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
How about you
There's
tell
not so
me?
much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh. And
She's
then,
gonna rip her arm
with a
clean off.
nauseating sound,
Oh,
the
she just pulled all her
skin
skin clean
tears.
off of her
It
arm.
plops to the ground. She pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings. She is loose. and
Oh,
she is
she's
coming for you.
pissed.
She wants us to be afraid because she wants us to think she can make us suffer. Don't give her the satisfaction. That's right, no fear. She's bigger than the last time, but she's pulling herself apart. She's practically done most of the work for us. We don't even have a weapon. It doesn't matter. I refuse to go out any way that isn't kicking and screaming.
I'm sorry for what I did to you. Please just listen to me. Wait, we don't have to do
You're right.
this.
We don't. But I want to. So badly.
She bounds across the room, her fists ready, her heart set upon your destruction. With a horrifying squelch,
Oh!
you are unwound.
I hope you weren't planning on dying. We're going to make this last forever. Huh. I feel cold. I've never felt cold before.
This is it. There she goes. Alright. Let's see how the game ends. This is the end of the game right here. True to her word, you did not die by her hand, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Just approach the mirror. The voices are going to be gone.
This doesn't feel right. It feels
Oh.
different. Final. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing. Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
The voices feel small distance as you approach. Gaze into the mirror to see my reflection. You need to see what's in the mirror. What do we look like? You are nothing at all. Oh, damn, thanks. That makes me feel good. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond your reflection. Are you me? It looks like a raven or something.
I think you know what I am.
crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image and the glass in two. Then the crack forms another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Just a raven. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you. What are you? Are you something like me? If you're not me, then what are you? I have so many questions for you.
Ask them, and make it quick. I won't last for long now that you can see me.
Oh shit, I don't have many options. I don't have any fucking question. I have too many questions and not enough time. What is this place? Where are we? I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I? I've met you many times. Have you been the same all along? You're the one who wanted me to slay the princess. Why? Are you part of me or are you part of something else? Every time I see you, it's like a PC breaks. I'm so sorry. I want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions? Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that? Yeah, let's go with that.
It doesn't hurt. I don't feel pain. Not physically.
What are you? Are you something like me? Let's ask. Where are we? A construct.
It was
Good.
supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done. And it was supposed to guide your hand to help you see things through. The construct you're in exists in every world at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both you and her into a new world. But you're waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore.
After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live?
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
Do I have to ask all these questions? I feel like I can. Oh, no, more questions are spawning. So you do know about the looping, so many of the times I met you, you denied it even being a possibility. Why did you lie to me?
Any other version of me you talked to was just that, a version of me. It wasn't me. As to why they lied, perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made
this game is very deep.
Impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant. For all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really? Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
Are you part of me or something else?
I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
Do you have anything to say for yourself for all this hubris?
The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
The people out there beyond the walls of the church, do they know about this? Do they know what you want me to do to them?
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is given them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end. Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request.
Find
the
out.
princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering. You're the long quiet,
the god I made to rid the world of death.
I think you're out of time. I'm not going to slay her. I want you to know that before you die for good. Rest easy. I'm going to destroy her. Lie about it. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I still have to see what she thinks about all of this. I'm just going to tell him straight up, I'm not going to kill her.
Well, there's no reasoning with a god, even one you've woven into existence yourself. I've said my piece. My time is up. I'm just an echo, and every echo fades away.
Oh, he closed his eye. Goodbye. As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and gnashing god. It is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. One last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There's nothing for you to find. That's what I think. Whoa. She's here.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I've missed you too. Do you know about the Echo? Did you hear our conversation? I'm the Long Quiet, but I really don't know what that means. I've missed you too. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response, and then patiently waits for you to continue. Do you know about the Echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind. Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am. Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the Echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we just really just leave? Don't you have a say in all this? Why is it all falling on me? Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions and I need answers before I can make my choice. I don't. If I let you out, an entire world ends for good. I can't do that. That's not the case. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led to this moment? There has to be another way. This can't just come down to me either destroying you or letting you out. I won't do it. Slay the princess. Slay the princess. I told you what was going to happen when we reached this point. I can't commit to it. I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know where to leave or go.
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end. Pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us. Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know where to go. How to leave or where to go.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final piece lies with you.
You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here except for her is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonizing tension to a finite plane. You can hear the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. Grass! I love grass! You are free, and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality, something that simply is.
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
Step into the infinite. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist and you are aware, just as you have always been, just as you always will be. The conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. What a good game! Ugh. I enjoyed that. Sit through the credits. Chat. 69 beats per minute. Good observation, Nick. No, that was very fun. That makes you ponder the question, though. If you had the power to stop death from existing, like, death would never happen to humanity, would you just allow that? Would you change fate, or would you continue to let death exist? Thank you for so much for playing. As an expression of gratitude, here's the track order or special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting H. Oh, this is the song the playlist they have. Take a screenshot of that. Put it in my own personal Discord. Death has its place. You should never get rid of it. There's beauty in death. Explore, join the Discord, join the mailing list, join the subreddit, follow us somewhere else, make your playlist, play our other game. Let's make our playlist on Spotify. Holy shit, there's 55 songs for this game. I also like the soundtrack. The soundtrack is really cool. Well, I don't think that you would suffer from old age and decay. I think the whole point of death is, like, your body doesn't die. But there's beauty in death. Make your playlist, play our other game. What's the other game that they have? Scarlet Hollow is their other game. I'm gonna save this real quick on Steam. Add to my wish list. Alrighty. Yep. Well, yes. I don't know when I'll be playing Edith Finch, but I'll playing it eventually. But yeah, I'm actually going to return to my menu, and we're done for the day. So that'll be it. Myself in the middle. I want to say goodbye. My pets will say goodbye too. Rhea. Oh, well, there's Bubba. There's Apollo. He's asleep. There's Nova saying hello to Bubba. Nova, you say goodbye? Come on. Say goodbye. Come here. Nova says goodbye. Say bye-bye. Does Athena say goodbye? Athena does not want to come over here. Alrighty, well, that was it. I don't know when we'll do a Kanita pet stream. I need to finish it. I definitely need to finish it. My dog peed a little bit when I picked her up. That's cool. It's on my hands. Let me just wipe it off with my clothes. These will go in the washer in a second here. But alrighty, take care. I'm going to upload this on the whole VOD on YouTube, so adios.